Welcome to the Normn Hyperbolic Podcast. We're here to talk anime, video games, and movies. I am your host, X, also known as Young Morgan Freeman. And with me, as always, is my co-host, Lewis.
Yo, what up, what up, what up? It's your boy, Kid Lewis. How you doing? How you doing?
Kid Lewis, bro. Doing pretty good, bro. How you doing?
I'm doing good, bro. I'm doing good.
Are you sticking with the Kid Lewis?
I'm sticking it for right now. I switch it up here and there. Nothing is guaranteed.
Okay.
Just in case somebody wants to say, hey, somebody already trademarked that name.
Oh, right. There's already another rapper named Kid Lewis.
Kid Lewis, exactly, right?
Right.
How you been, bro?
Been pretty good, bro.
Yeah. I feel like it's been forever since we made a podcast.
It has been. It's been a little bit. We've both been pretty busy outside the podcast, but also within the podcast.
That's true. We've been pretty busy, but I hope you guys enjoyed our last little sketch that we did for the giveaway.
Right.
That was the last thing we posted.
Yeah.
I'm pretty happy with the way it came out and just like the whole vibe.
Yeah. Showcasing the room a little bit, showcasing season two a little bit. Like there's still more in the works. Like we still have so much more to do. But little by little, but we'll get there eventually. No, and 100%. Then once we get there, just be ready, man. Season 2 is gonna be so fire. Yeah. So for those just jumping in, this is gonna be our last episode for the season 1. But stay tuned to our YouTube, stay tuned to the Instagram, even just stay tuned to the Spotify, Apple, and Google podcast, because we're gonna be chopping up the episodes a little cleaner and then re-releasing them with just like the meat and potatoes.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but
it's bittersweet.
But that doesn't mean that you'll stop hearing from us. Like,
right.
We're still working on other things, and we might even drop like just little episodes here and there, maybe just highlighting like new things that have been happening in the anime world. We don't want to like fall behind or anything.
We're still gonna be doing like reviews of anime, video games, and movies. It's just like the podcast episodes are gonna be a little more spaced out. Yeah,
for now. But yeah, it's kind of sad, man. But I'm looking forward to the bigger things.
Yeah, big things coming.
Hell yeah!
So this is the last episode. In this episode, we are gonna be finally releasing or finally going over our personal top 10 anime.
Ooh, this is gonna be good, man.
So if you're watching this on YouTube, leave us a like, comment, subscribe.
I am super excited about.
If you're listening to this on your podcast platform of choice, leave us a 5-star review, follow, and then what else can you do?
Everything. Follow, like, subscribe. We're on TikTok, Twitter,
we are on
Facebook,
TikTok, Twitter.
Instagram.
The Normn.
We're everywhere. We're everywhere.
Yes.
Just Google the Normn and you'll figure it out. You'll figure it out. And just subscribe and like and follow and tell your friends.
Just do all those things.
Do all those things.
So in this episode, we're going to be starting with the news. We're going to be talking about Lupin the Third is getting a new live action film. Some Nintendo Switch 2 rumors that I was able to find. And Godzilla's going to be coming out with their movie later this year. So I got some information about that.
Cool. And so actually, before we jump into the news, I just want to say that this episode might be a little bit hefty, a little bit longer. We do have, so I'm just going to break it down so you guys are aware of like the sections of this episode. So we are doing our regular news. And then from there, we're going to the meat potatoes. So, this episode is about our top 10 lists, and we're going to rank them.
We're going to find it along the way as well.
We
haven't pre-made this list.
So we're going to rank the list as we go and then, decide or argue or negotiate where it belongs.
And
bargain.
Placement on the top 10.
Of like where in the top 10 it belongs. And then we're going to be giving or announcing the winners for the giveaway.
Yes.
So don't think we forgot. We've been promoting this, and sometimes we kind of fall behind with the promotion, but it is something that's going on. And whoever entered, we appreciate you guys for entering and for actually following the rules of how to fully enter by doing what we had asked.
Right, the whole 3
things. So we appreciate that. But like I said, the giveaway ended on Sunday. So that was the last chance for you guys to enter. So right now we have all the entries and we're going to choose the winners.
We've officially closed the entries.
Yep. Boom. It's closed and we're going to choose the winners. So this episode is going to be super exciting, a little bit long, which is fine because this is our last one. Yeah. So I hope you guys enjoy this one. And like I said, look forward to bigger and better things from us.
Yep.
All right, bro. So on to the news.
So on to the news.
Last week's news today. Season 2, man. I'm gonna get us a soundbite for that. Right. I promise. Season 2. The thing about this news too is that I kind of was like, it didn't even shake that way, but it might even be a little bit reminiscent of our very first episode as well.
Yeah,
with the news.
Go for it, bro.
So last week's news today in the realm of anime. So Lupin the Third is getting a live action film. So we had talked about it in the first episode, but they recently came out with the CGI version of the anime, but slated to release in October of this year, Amazon Prime is releasing a live action movie partnered with TMS Entertainment. Mm-hmm. It was that studio that we had talked about that I can't remember if I think it's Doctor Stone. Okay. Is what they do. And they do, they have a bunch of other animes. This is the one that we talked about that had major wage increases. They paid all their people like 30% more. So it's going to be written by the creator Yoshimasa Akamitsu.
Okay.
And then with Hajime Hashimoto directing. So it's going to follow one of the characters from the anime, this guy named Jigen Dasuk, as he returns to Japan to fix his gun. So they have a trailer for it. I sent it to you. It does look pretty good. So I know we had a whole episode about live action anime, and this one seems to be a little bit more faithful since it's like,
it's being directed. It'd be live action. I feel like we didn't discuss this on that episode, but there's like two types of live action. There's the American live action version, and then there's the Japan live action.
Yeah, we talked about it.
I think we talked about it, especially with Death Note, right? We talked about both versions, the American version, the Netflix version, and then the Japanese version,
which is a little bit more faithful.
So this one's gonna be Japanese version, right?
Right, so it's good. So TMS Entertainment, they're the ones doing it. They're the one producing it, but it's going to release on Amazon Prime.
Okay.
So I know we had talked in a different episode, and this is not going to be an episode of us just plugging other episodes, but we had talked about how Disney Plus.
Yes,
Disney Plus is coming out, or exclusively, they're going to be the platform to release this new anime that's coming out.
But it's not live action.
No, it's not live action. No. But so Amazon Prime being involved, I don't know how much that'll affect it being like how we were talking about a true Japanese live action movie, like how like the Rurouni Kenshin live action movie was, or the Death Note that we were talking about. Is it going to be like that, or Assassination Classroom, or is it going to be like the American Death Note, or Dragon Ball Z Evolution? Like how much how whitewashed Americanized is it going to be just because it's being released on Amazon Prime? They're doing this with TMS, and they seem like a pretty good company on the surface and behind the scenes, just from what they release. Mm-hmm. So I'm posting the trailer. It's like a really short trailer in the video version.
次元大介面白くなってきやがった。
Or if you're listening to this on your phone, just look it up. It's Lupin the Third. Let me see. I think it's called Jigen Dasuk. So that's the name of the movie. It's coming out. It does look pretty good, but we've been burnt in the past by something that looks really good, and then it ends up not being as good.
Talking about live actions, have you seen the trailers for One Piece?
I have not.
I've been seeing a bunch of things on the One Piece trailer for the live action, and it is not looking good, man.
No.
Then I don't like the way it looks.
I mean,
and I think like we had talked about this. It's all a matter of like the anime itself. When One Piece is more unrealistic, like the whole rubber stretching. So like to see an actual person like
stretch his body and
you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Go pistol. Like it's it don't look right. So when I was seeing it, like, because I think there was like a scene where he actually does the pistol thing,
right?
And it just did not look right because they're trying to make it look so realistic, but just some things don't look right. Realistic.
I mean, I have been staying away from the trailer just because I know we are going to watch it for this podcast.
Yeah.
So we can give, a good, honest opinion about it. But
that's my honest opinion. I don't think it looks good. I think it's gonna fail.
You don't think it's gonna fail?
I think it's gonna fail, man. I have no hopes for it.
Damn.
I know. I don't know, man. So it's something about live action. Sometimes it just doesn't hit.
I know. We were just talking about it. It might be because it is American, or it could be because it's Japanese. So, at least with this Lupin the Third, it does look pretty good because it's like Japanese studio.
I don't think it's so much that. Like, I still stand behind the fact that, like, there's just certain unrealistic things that you try to make look like natural or more humanized, and I just don't think it translates that well. You know what I mean? So like Death Note doesn't really have that much like out of the world craziness besides the
Shimigami.
The Shimigamis. Like, that's pretty much it. That's the only like unnatural thing that it has. But the best, basically is like a good police versus bad police. Right. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just cops and robber.
Yeah.
The whole role play. You know what I mean?
So that's what this one's going to be. And then speaking of One Piece, just while we're in the anime news, recently One Piece Film Red was announced. It's available on Crunchyroll.
I haven't seen it yet. I need to go watch it.
So we are I think we should do an episode about that.
We were gonna go watch it in the movie theaters.
We were, yeah, but then it came out or whatever. We missed it. But we missed it. It's on Crunchyroll, so we might, do a video on it, like a review, because it's on Crunchyroll. And you and I have a Crunchyroll account. We have separate we have separate Crunchyroll accounts. Yeah. Crunchyroll, so because it is almost impossible to share a Crunchyroll account.
And if you haven't heard that joke, you should go watch or listen to our episode about which streaming platform is the best for you when it comes to anime.
Yes. Okay, so next, in the realm of video games. So also 2 bits of news. One, we kind of like are mad late on this one, but I just really like this game. And we did talk about it in the first episode, so it kind of like tied back. So Street Fighter 6 is getting a crossover with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Like I said, as of recording, it's already out, but they're coming out with costumes, accessories, emotes, and like all these other like, frivolous things that you can do. I just think it looks so dope. And you saw the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. We were talking.
I loved it.
Yeah.
Loved it, man.
We'll probably talk more about it in what we're reading, what we're watching, what we're playing. But
yeah, no, it was really good. Yeah, I give it a 10 out of 10. That's how really good it was.
Yeah? 10 out of 10?
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10?
10 out of 10.
Wow.
Like, the jokes were... We'll leave it for last, but it was 10 out of 10.
Okay, yeah, we'll definitely talk about it.
It was definitely 10 out of 10. But go for it.
So this is what I have for Switch 2 news. So I feel like we talk about this in almost every episode too. So
we're a big fan of the Switch. We play the Smash Bros. We play Mario Kart, Zelda. We talk about this a lot, especially the Switch. But the thing about the Switch is that I'm still waiting. They haven't really announced it or said like much about like
not officially.
You know, it's usually what you hear or rumors. Oh, it's gonna have like twice the bigger screen or twice the bigger battery or something like that. You know what I
mean? Then there's podcasts that repeat these rumors and then it gets spread out there. So the rumors that I have are backed up in some way by some sort of manufacturer or some behind the scenes stuff. So this isn't like my dad's friend works for Nintendo and he told me that,
my uncle,
he's coming out with a new Switch or whatever. So the first bit of news or a bit of rumors, this is all rumors, by the way. So a Chinese manufacturer, this manufacturing company called PixArt, has indicated, like in a press release or whatever, that they're anticipating a strong 2024, partially due to the production of a new video game console for a Japanese company in early 2024. So the first half of next year, this company is talking about, to the investors, like, we're gonna have a big year because there's a new fucking console that we're part of. So it could be
the new Switch,
the PlayStation 5 Pro. It could be that.
Well, I also heard that they're gonna probably drop a new PS5 Slim.
Right. Yeah. So,
which is on track because that's what they normally do. They drop the system and they break like a slim, which is like a cheaper version of the, you know what I mean? So.
And then, or it could be the Pro. Or on the other side, it could be like the Switch because they've worked on Nintendo games before, Nintendo consoles.
Yeah.
They've worked on the Switch Joy-Con sensors and also just like straight up help the Nintendo build the Wii and the Wii U. So that's something that has been anticipating, but there's just been a lot of Switch 2 rumors going around. And, early next year would be a good time to release it. It would be better if they released it before Christmas, but then if they release it right after, then they're able to, because I think the Switch is strong enough, like as far as like people who want to play it, to release like at a season and people will still buy it, February, March.
I'll still buy it.
Right. You don't have to buy it for Christmas.
I know. I'm actually been waiting for the new Switch because I'm ready to hop back onto the Switch. Yeah. I'm ready to play the new Zelda.
Yeah.
I know your boy has been playing it.
He has, yeah. My son. He's been getting pretty deep into it too.
Yeah, man.
So another bit of rumor that I have is that it's gonna have a 8-inch LCD screen. So I meant to measure the way the screen is now, or maybe we could even look it up. Can you look up how big the Switch screen is right now?
Okay.
Is it 8 inches? Because there was, comments or talk on Twitter that it wasn't that impressive for it to only have 8 inches of screen. And I was just like,
no pun intended.
Yeah. It's like, it's like that.
That's all you got? 8 inches?
You hook up the Joy-Cons and the Joy-Cons are like, is it in yet? So, but it's going to be an LCD screen. So I know when
it's not OLED?
It's not OLED. I think that's mainly why
people are not that impressed. Because they dropped the OLED, so you would presume that the next step would be like
another OLED.
Continue the OLED because OLED looks fucking beautiful.
Right. So
6.2.
All right, 6.2. So so
average.
2 inches bigger than the way the Switch is now.
Hey man, that makes a difference. I don't know why they're not that impressed.
I don't know.
They're used to bigger, bro.
Yeah. I mean, I can go on and on with these jokes. Okay, so it's
all right. Hey, right, you're right.
So the last rumor that I have is the price. So rumored by Zippo, which is another like reputable Nintendo rumor mill person, that when it releases, it's going to release at the price of $399.99, basically $400. So when the Switch 1 dropped, if that's what we're going to call it, we're going to start calling it the Switch 1. It dropped in 2017 at basically $300, $299.99. And then the Switch Lite came out 2 years afterwards, September of 2019, at $100, $199.99, $200. So the Switch Lite, $200, Switch 1, $300. This new Switch is, reportedly going to be coming out for $400.
Well, that makes sense because inflation right now, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's been happening to the games all over. So
yeah.
PlayStation, Xbox, even the games
as much as these companies try to keep it like at a reasonable price or like very low, because they do want people to have their hands on it or have the opportunity to get their hands on it.
Right, which is why they release something like a Switch Lite.
Yeah, and the last thing they want is price to be the reason why, they're missing out on a 10% of population having these systems in their house.
Yeah, and the games.
The games, yeah.
You're not going to buy the games if you don't have the system.
Well, they got a profit, so... but still, it makes sense. But inflation, man, inflation's been a bitch lately.
And the last bit of news in the realm of movies is the Godzilla. So Godzilla, we had talked about it in the first episode about how Toho Company is going to be getting Godzilla. They didn't lose it, but they're going to be making a Godzilla movie like themselves. Right now, we've had like King Kong versus Godzilla, and Godzilla. I think they have 2 movies, just Godzilla 1, and then King of Monsters. Yeah, King of the Monsters. So the Toho Company is going to be making their own Godzilla. They're being brought out again. It's going to be released this year, November 1st in Japan, and then a whole month later, it's going to be released here in North America, December 1st.
So they have a trailer for it already?
They have a trailer for it, or they have a teaser. It's like fucking 45 seconds.
Did you see it?
I saw it. It looks pretty good. So we were talking about maybe that we thought maybe they were going to do like a guy in a rubber suit again, but maybe with better CGI, because that's what they still do that for like Ultraman and Kamen Rider.
Yeah,
like, they'll have like a guy in a suit, and just the effects will be like really like sparkly, but for the most part, you can still see that it is like a rubber suit. But no, they're going completely CGI, and Godzilla looks like he's got like a thick neck, and his tail is like super big, and you got all the Japanese people running the streets. It looks pretty good, bro.
I'm gonna have to take a look at this trailer, man.
Yeah, I definitely send it to you, and then it is going to be in the video version.
Godzilla -1.
But it's going to be written by Takashi Yamazaki, who actually directed Lupin the Third, the movie that we were talking about in the first episode, the CGI representation of Lupin the Third. So the last thing I have is the president of Toho. This is what he says about the movie. Set in a post-war Japan, Godzilla -1, which is the name of the movie I forgot to mention, Godzilla -1 will once again show us a Godzilla that is a terrifying and overwhelming force. It's like this big ass force of nature. He goes on to say the concept is that Japan, which has already been devastated by war, faces a new threat with Godzilla, bringing the country into the minus. Mm-hmm. So, when they released Godzilla, and I had just saw Oppenheimer recently, the movie.
How was that one?
It was pretty good.
Did you see Barbie?
I saw Barbie too. I did the Oppenheimer, bro.
Did you wear pink?
I did not. I should have. We wore black. It was an accident or a coincidence or whatever, but I should have wore pink.
I bet you were the only people standing out. Everybody else was wearing pink.
Everybody was wearing pink. Everybody in the damn Oppenheimer was wearing pink too, because they had just saw Barbie or whatever, or they were on their way to watch Barbie after Oppenheimer. But in that movie, they dropped the bomb on Nagasaki, and it was just like such a big thing for Japan that when they came out with Godzilla, the Godzilla was supposed to be like some sort of, not even like a lizard. They don't really say it in the movie, but it's like a reptile or an animal that was mutated from this atomic bomb.
Yeah.
And that's where Godzilla came. So, I'm just looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing this. I don't know. I mean, it's not an anime, but it's going to be live action. So it's going to be definitely worth the watch, I feel like. We'll do an episode on it, and the podcast will be back by then. But
true.
Just definitely looking forward to it, man. Kaiju monsters, bro. Godzilla, the king of the kaijus, bro.
No, I'm excited, man. I love kaijus.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, I got to watch that trailer. So
yeah, definitely.
All right, man.
All right, and then that's it for the news. Are you ready to go into the meat and potatoes, man?
Man, I'm excited.
Let's do it, man. Come with the energy, bro.
Potatoes.
The meat and potatoes, bro.
The meat and potatoes.
Meat and potato time. Time to eat. Time to grow.
All right. So on this episode, me and X are going to unlock the vault.
Let's do it. Let's unlock the vault
into our personal anime, and we're going to rank it from 1 to 10.
Right. So Lewis and I have put our own top 10 in this list. Some overlap, and then we're going to fight for our right to be in the top 10. So not all these animes are going to make it. So do we want to give the listeners a list of all the animes first, and then we just kind of go through it? This way they know what kind of bank we're working with.
Yeah. So first on our list is Naruto Shippuden. Mm-hmm. Second, not to say that it's in this order.
It's just the bank.
Just the bank. We got Attack on Titan. We got Samurai Champloo. We got Cowboy Bebop, Fooly Cooly, Megalobox. We got High School of the Dead, The Promised Neverland, Hunter x Hunter, Death Note, Blue Lock, Prison School, Sword Art Online, Dr. Stone, Dragon Ball, Cells at Work.
Cells at Work. Yep.
Cells at Work. Afro Samurai. Full Metal Alchemist. Inuyashiki. And No Game, No Life.
Oh, my homegirl likes that. That's kind of weird, bro.
I like it. There now, I know. I don't know if you guys know this, but there's a lot of anime in here that I was telling X a little bit earlier that is considered ecchi or ichi,
right?
And basically, it's like borderline hentai. So for the people who know hentai, you know hentai, you little freaks. But
we might do it. We might do an episode on hentai.
What's your top hentai, bro?
I didn't say top. I didn't say top. I don't even.
Oh, man.
That's a different episode.
18 and over for that episode.
Right. You definitely gotta subscribe. You gotta pay $2 to watch that episode.
Right. It's gonna be on Patreon.
Right. Yeah. Or OnlyFans.
OnlyFans, right? The Norm's OnlyFans, where we rank our hentai episode. So is borderline ecchi, just basically meaning that there is like acts of sexual
playfulness
or advances, but it doesn't lead to like anything, or like, it gets stopped somewhere. Those are those animes that you watch by yourself, which is really good, but then your parents come in and it's like,
what are you watching?
What are you watching? Kind of moments,
Yeah. What channel is this?
Yeah, like, what are you watching over there?
Yeah.
But you're like, it's not like that. Like, the story's really good. It's not like that.
There was a dragon a moment ago, I promise.
It's like that 1 second from the whole episode. They walk in that 1 second where you're just like, it's not what it looks like. So we're gonna rank it 1 to 10. So you're gonna people watching it on YouTube will be able to see the actual list.
Yeah, we're doing like a tier list.
We're doing a tier list. And then the people that listen to it will try their best to kind of like give you the where we're ranking it at.
Yeah.
All right. Are you ready, man? Are you excited?
I'm excited. I'm excited.
Nervous?
I'm ready. I'm a little bit nervous.
All right. So first on the vote is...
We'll start with the bottom? Start with 10 or start with 1?
No. We're going to start with the list. You let me know if you think, because we have more than 10.
Right. Anything that stands out.
So we have more than 10. So anything that stands out or we believe it should be on the list, let me know. And then we'll put it up there. And then like if we come up with another one and we like, no, you know what? I believe that goes on that spot instead of that one.
All right.
And then we can argue about it or disagree.
Top 5, number 5, I'm going to say Samurai.
No, I'm gonna go with the list because I already have it here.
All right, bet. Go ahead.
So the first one on the list is Naruto Shippuden.
So I didn't have this on my top 10 because I do like Naruto Shippuden. I think Naruto Shippuden is definitely better than Naruto because Naruto, we talked about it before, it doesn't really have anything that goes on in it. But
besides Sasuke always leaving and Naruto trying to chase his ass. But
right. That's at the end.
Basically like
but can you believe that it went on for like another 300 episodes after that?
All right.
So I mean, Naruto Shippuden definitely did age it up, but I don't know. I didn't have it on my top 10. I'm thinking about it. I would put it at 10.
You want to put it at 10?
Yeah, let's put it at 10 just because, or at least for me, because
that's for you.
I can't cap and say
I wouldn't say
I don't love Naruto, and Naruto is like one of the biggest animes that I've been invested in. And
a lot of those lists, I try to stay away from like your generic standard anime that everybody watches. Like I said, like Naruto. Like I was gonna put Bleach on there, but I was like, as much as I love Bleach, I feel like that's in everybody's top 10. Like I want, I know, but like I wanted this to be like anime that people maybe never heard of before, like little jams, like little jams in the rough or diamonds in the rough, and then just kind of like things that like, oh, I've never seen
mine,
that
man. Mine is my heart in heart top 10 anime list, bro.
Yeah. I mean, I got my personal too, but I wanted to throw in there some anime that I could definitely be like, you know what? This is underrated right here. Oh, yeah. So I'm saying Naruto for me is not like top 5. Shippuden is not really my top 5, especially on this list right here is not my top 5, but I wouldn't put it dead last. But we'll put it dead last for now.
We'll move it around. So
but I definitely don't think it's like number 10.
Okay.
All right. So we'll move on to the next one.
All right.
Attack on Titan.
So Attack on Titan, I think, is on my top 10. The story and the twists and the turns and like the CGI just like blends perfectly well with the 2D. Like when I say I don't like Chainsaw because of the CGI or Dragon Ball because they dip back and forth, like Attack on Titan is the perfect blend of CGI and 2D animation. So that warrants like at least a number 5 for me, but I don't know, maybe not even. Now I'm thinking about it, maybe like 7 or 8.
7 or 8. I would disagree with you. I think Attack on Titan was like a masterpiece of an anime. I feel like, and not just, I'm not saying it because like it was drawn out great in the CGI or whatever. I think the story alone was really good. Like intriguing. You said, it was very like twists and turns. And like I said, when I first started watching this, automatically gave me vibes of what is that other show called? The one, that show that everybody likes, but I didn't like. It's
a show.
It's on HBO Max.
House of Dragons.
The other one.
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones. Yeah,
that's what it reminded me of. Game of Thrones. Just like, because it's so funny how like
it's a little bit better than Game of Thrones, man.
I liked it, man.
I'll fight a dragon before I fight a Titan.
Before you get eaten.
Yeah.
And fucking thrown up. That's the funny part.
God,
they don't even digest you.
I know.
They don't even digest you. They're just doing it for the hell of it.
They don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Exactly. I would give it a 5.
Okay, bet. 5 is good.
Okay. I would say a 5. I would. Me personally, I would do a little bit better than 5.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see. But I definitely think that the 5, because just the story alone is just fucking good.
Right.
All right. Next one on the list here is Samurai Champloo. No. Sorry, not Samurai Champloo. Cowboy Bebop.
Cowboy Bebop, man. That's in my top 5, bro.
That's your top 5?
I go back to this that is Cowboy Bebop like all the time. It's just so good to have it in the background. It's good dubbed and subbed. It just has all these funky beats, all these jazzy songs.
Yeah.
The action's good. And it has like a very similar to how, not to the level of Attack on Titan, but the way that it just throws you into this world, throws you into this posse that is like, I don't know what they call, like Bebop, I think is what like the group is called. And they just give you all the information gradually, organically, that I just love it. So, I mean,
to you, I would put it at 4.
At 4? Okay, that's above Attack on Titan.
The reason I love Cowboy Bebop in the sense like I like it. Mm-hmm. Would I say I'm in love with it? Not that much.
I'm good with 4, bro.
But like I don't think it's like number 1 or number 2.
It just.
But then again, like, but I feel like it's kind of like it's one of these animes where it's like old school and it's like a very old anime. It's like the 90s kind of anime. So you kind of feel like you want to give it its respect. You know what I mean? So I don't know if we're giving it like top 5 because I'm trying to give it top 5 because it's like grandfathered into the top 5, just like Dragon Ball or like, you know what I mean? Just like Dragon Ball, just like Goku, he's like grandfathered into being like top 5. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, we have Naruto.
But I do. Well, yeah, I am for now.
What are you talking about?
But I do feel like I like Attack on Titan a little bit more than Cowboy Bebop. Just the story. It's just because of the story holds up so well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, a complicated story doesn't mean it's a better story.
I just like the story from Attack on Titan. I would personally put Attack on Titan 4 and then Cowboy Bebop 5.
I'm also okay with that.
Because, and like I said, like I do want to give Cowboy Bebop like a higher number, but then again, if like, why am I giving it a higher number? Is it because I know it's a good anime, but then again, it is old? And would it be
doesn't mean better?
But that's what I'm thinking to myself. Like, old doesn't always mean better because newer, they have better storytelling. You know what I mean? But animation wise, it was fucking great for its time. You know what I mean?
It's just so great, man. Like it takes place in the future, but it feels old. I don't know, man.
Okay, so right now we're gonna put Attack on Titan on 4, Cowboy Bebop on 5. I know I feel like a lot of you guys would disagree on this too.
Wait, especially 5?
Yeah,
that's top 5 still.
I know, but I feel like people be like, Cowboy Bebop.
It's my number 1.
My number 1.
Nah, it's fine.
Or at least top 3.
This is our list.
I know. It's our list.
Go ahead.
All right, next one is Fully Cooley.
Nah, I know you probably not really vibing with this one, but would you just call it Ichi?
Yes.
So Fully Cooley is a little bit Ichi. And
I don't know if it's Ichi or Etchi. One of those two.
But it is just very fun. And, you know, in the same vein as like Cowboy Bebop, it just has like this really, really good soundtrack. Not to the level of Cowboy Bebop. And the story isn't like all that grand either. So if we're reserving the top 10 or the top 5 at least for great story, this one kind of falls short. But this was like, you know, this was just in my personal top 10. So
okay,
if you're not really trying to throw it up there, I definitely understand.
I don't want to put that one on hold. I feel like it's not like that crazy of a anime. It is good. I know it was on Toonami.
It was, yeah. It was one. That's another reason why I think I do like it so much.
Yeah,
I did see this on the tube top television, and I was like, "Wow, this is
true. This
is great."
But again, like I just don't think it's like one of those. I know that it was
because it has action too.
It does have action. No, it does have action. It has its own thing, its own flavor, its own flow.
Yeah.
But to me, it's just like there's way much better anime than that.
Yeah, we'll go to the next one.
But I'll hold on to it. You know, we'll just put it on hold.
Yeah.
Next one is Megalobox.
Megalobox. So I'm okay with bumping Naruto up to 9 and putting Megalobox at 10. Just because I'm trying to think, I'm like, do I like Megalobox more than Naruto Shippuden? Maybe.
I'm thinking the same thing. I was like, I kind of like Megalobox.
No, I really like Megalobox, man.
The vibe is so fucking cool.
Yeah,
and I'm not saying it's the best story on this list.
It's straightforward. It's just like the animation,
and the animation, and then just the vibes and the playlist, like the music playlists that they had going on. I personally like it. I know Naruto is Naruto. Like again, like the same thing with Cowboy Bebop. Like I don't know if it's just because I need to pay respects
to Naruto.
Same thing for Naruto. Yeah, like
Naruto is fine without us, bro. We don't have to put it on the top 10 for us to be.
I kind of want to put it at 9.
Megalobox.
Yeah,
put it at 9, bro. I'm down.
Right.
I'm definitely down with that.
All right. Next one it's probably an anime you guys haven't heard of. And I keep forgetting how to pronounce it, but it's called Inuyashiki. All right, so let me tell you a little bit about this one, because have you heard of this one?
No.
Okay, so this anime, and the reason I picked it is because it's all CGI.
Okay. Already don't like it. Already at a disadvantage, I should say.
Yeah, I had a feeling. It's all CGI.
Go ahead.
But the story is fucking amazing. So just like a quick summary of the story. I'm not trying to give any like spoilers if you guys haven't watched it, because if you want to watch it, is definitely worth the watch. Yeah. But just like a quick recap. So the story is about the two main characters. There's an elderly man and this younger guy. I forgot their names, so excuse me for that. They're both going through some things in life. I think the elderly man is like very underrated in his family, very looked down. He has kids and his wife, but his kids and his wife basically treat him like shit. Really? Like he's nothing. Damn. Like he's just basically there to make money. And
kids and his wife?
His kids and his wife. They treat him like shit. Like he's just dirt. You know what I mean? But he is a very like nice gentleman. Like he tries his best for his family, but his family doesn't see it like that. Damn. Family sees it like he could do better, but he can't. But he doesn't.
I would ditch him, bro. I get a new family.
And then the other guy, the kid, he's more, I don't remember too much what was going on with him.
His son or a different person?
No. It's just a different kid.
Okay.
So basically their fate kind of laps together in the sense like they both end up going for a walk to kind of just like de-wind, kind of like think about shit. And they end up in a park. And then the park gets hit by this meteor that then like kind of infuses them with like these alien tech, and they slowly start noticing that basically their body is no longer human. It's like a robot.
Okay, cool.
And they can do like out of like whatever they can think of, they can do.
They get like the Blue Beetle powers?
Yes, kind of like that. So anything they can think of, they can do. But what's beautiful about this anime is that you can see how one can fall into like evil. You know what I mean? Like having this great power comes with great responsibilities, right? But some people can't handle the responsibilities. So the old man uses his powers for greatness. He wants to help people. It was to a point that he notices that he has the ability to cure cancer.
Yeah, very nice.
So he goes into these like like cancer hospitals, or people that have cancer, and they don't have much time to live, and he'll go in there and listen to their story, and it could be like young children or just whatever, adults that probably still have like a long time to live, but because of cancer they're gonna die pretty soon, and he cures them, and then they're no longer gonna die. Or these kids that are born with cancer or leukemia or something
right away.
like that.
They'll die of old age.
Now they'll die from old age, but they won't, they're rid of cancer, and they were like, well, how did that happen? And doctors are, so he's
robot alien powers.
He's actually doing good for the world.
Right.
And then there's this one guy, the other kid that also gains the power. He decides to do it for evil. So he uses his power
He gives kids cancer.
Yeah. No, he can if he wants to. He can give. I don't remember getting that far, but he does able to manipulate.
Hey man, just got rid of that cancer.
ATM accounts, and so he able to take money. Yeah. It got to the point he started killing people. He's able to shoot these invisible bullets that will literally kill people, and there's no way of tracking it to him. And basically,
do they know each other? Do they fight each other?
Yes, they do towards the end. Cool. They fight each other towards the end. So it's really dope.
I'll check it out.
You gotta watch it. But I know it's
where would you
CGI.
put it on the list though?
I want to put it on hold right now too, just because you don't know too much about it.
No,
you know what I mean. So I'm gonna put it on hold. There is other better anime on our list. I'd rather go with the ones that we both know, and then we can rank it better.
Yeah, but slot it in,
and then whatever slots we haven't put in all the way, then maybe we can add that one in. But for right now, I'm gonna put it on hold. I definitely say it's worth the watch. So if you guys heard about it, you probably already know. If you haven't, definitely watch it. Next one on the list is High School of the Dead.
I have not seen that one either.
So I fucking love this anime, and it is one of the most biggest, borderline ecchi.
Oh, really?
If they wanted to, they could have converted this into a hentai, and it would have been even better.
Even better. I mean, I'm sure somewhere there's
for the people that know High School of the Dead, you know what I'm talking about. This is literally the most borderline hentai anime you will ever see. This is those memes that they show, saying this is why people watch anime kind of thing.
Yeah,
and it's the side boobs, the just it, but. It's a zombie anime where
zombie, of the Dead,
yeah. So it's a zombie anime where an outburst of a virus breaks out in Japan, and these high school students are the last to survive, or they're trying to survive, but it's really good. So they're trying to survive, they're trying to figure things out, and blah blah blah. So it's your generic zombie movie, you know what I mean?
I mean. I like zombies.
Yeah, but it's good, but it's super
suggestive.
Edgy. Yes.
Yeah. I mean,
so
where would you put it on the list?
Damn, that's a good question.
Where would you put it on the list?
Again, this one I would probably hold off to.
Okay, we'll do it like that. So we'll just go through the ones, give a little bit of an explanation or a description to each other.
Yeah,
and then maybe come back to it at the end.
I'll come back to this one.
Yeah.
All right. So the next one is The Promised Neverland.
So my son and I read the manga, a few issues, but we didn't get further than maybe the 5th issue.
You didn't like it, or
no? We just I know you probably know, and maybe listeners know. So when you have the Shonen Jump, the magazines, they'll only have so many, and then sometimes it won't even be in the next one.
Yeah.
So that's what kind of happened to us. We had 5 issues that we were able to read, but then the next one, I guess,
So from the 5 issues that you read, did you like it?
It seemed interesting. It had not of the same as Attack on Titan, but the same kind of well, what the heck is going on?
So I've seen it all. I didn't read the manga, but I did see the whole season. I think it's 2 seasons.
Yeah, it starts off at this orphanage, and it's all these kids there, and then something happens in the woods, and you're like, what the hell?
So this one, I would definitely say it belongs in the top 10 for sure. So this one we don't have to hold off.
No,
I feel
we'll hold off until we get all the ones that we both know.
No. This one.
Where are you putting this?
The story alone is so good. And it's not even the animation. I'm not saying the animation was beautiful. The story, again, it's one of the Attack on Titan kind of thing. Even though Attack on Titan had really good animation.
Yeah, chef's kiss.
Chef kiss. But this one, it wasn't the animation was good. It's the story, the plot twist, the twists and turns. You had a little bit of that Death Note of like, because they all have to like outthink each other and outthink these like not to spoil it, but it's like a orphanage, like you said,
right?
But it's beyond that. Like there's more to it. And as you gradually go through the episodes or chapters, if you're reading it, you kind of uncover what's really going on. And that's and then you're looking at them from their point of view, of these kids' point of view. Mm-hmm. And there's like 3 main characters in this show. And you look through their point of view and then how they gradually started figuring out. And then the little loopholes and the little twists and turns that happens. And you're like, whoa, like what? And then what? And then whoa, like kind of like
roller coaster emotions.
So I definitely
Where you putting it, bro?
For the story itself, I will put it at 6 for now. 6 out of 10, because the story is literally, I would say, next to compared to Attack on Titan.
All right,
that's how good the story is.
All right.
So next on the list is this anime that you have put Ronin Kenshin.
Oh, Rurouni Kenshin. Yeah. So that one. And now that you mention it, so I don't feel that way about Cowboy, but maybe because it's so old and it hit me so young, I just really like samurai. So, a lot of the samurais on this list.
It is. We do have a couple of them on our list. So you can kind of see that we both.
Yeah. From the list earlier, like Demon Slayer is not on here, but only because it is so new. But,
But back to that. This is so new to be too great.
So the first season for me wasn't all that great. Like definitely the animation and the intro, but it was kind of like generic. Kind of reminded me of My Hero, which also came out at the same time, but a little bit better.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Rurouni Kenshin is just nothing even like crazy happens. It's just so classic and so like clean.
Yeah.
That I just really, really like it. But would I put it above, even with the story, like, because it is pretty straightforward. Everybody's looking for this Batosai. And here, the Rurouni Kenshin, he is the Batosai. They tell you episode 1. So no one really knows what he looks like. There's like this other guy in the first couple episodes. He's like, I'm the Batosai. And it's not him. And so Rurouni Kenshin ends up beating him. And I just like the duality of that show. Because he's got like this reverse blade. Mm-hmm. I have one in the podcast studio. Where you have to like turn it. Because the side that usually is ready to cut is the dull side. So when he uses it, it's like a bat. He just ends up like, bruising up everybody. But if he does if he turns it, then he can kill you.
Gotcha.
So, I don't know. That just like really like stuck with me when I was young. Like it wasn't just a straightforward samurai. There was like a level of like ethics in there.
I got you.
So we can skip it though.
We can skip it for now.
Just because
you want to put it on hold.
I'm okay. Bet. So we have Naruto at the bottom. So at this point, I'm trying to think of, is it better than Megalobox? So is it better than Megalobox? For me, as far as like even just in the realm of samurai, no.
So, but is it better than Naruto?
No.
Okay. So it's not top 10 right now.
Right now it's not top 10.
Okay.
Next, Hunter x Hunter.
Hunter. Oh man, come on.
I'm putting this in the top 10, bro.
Is it 1?
1? No.
Is it 2? I would say 3.
3? You put it that high?
I put it high. It's Hunter x Hunter, bro. It's really good.
It is really good. It is really good. Put it at 3.
I'll put it at 3. I think it's better than Attack of Titan. Low-key.
Yes. Okay, bet. Exactly.
Bet. All right, we cool with that?
Yeah, because I do like Attack on Titan, and it is right now. Hunter x Hunter is the top right now, but
I also feel like I don't know why, but I feel like low-key this whole like new and old anime plays such a huge role on deciding which one is better, because Hunter x Hunter is an older anime, but it is good. Yeah. But Attack on Titan is a more newer anime, but it is good. But it makes it so hard because I feel like that plays a role of like, okay, well, it is older, but I feel like I don't know, is this the Japanese in me that I have to pay respect to the elderly? Like, is it that? Like, is
Maybe.
it? And that's why I gotta respect. Like, I sometimes I feel weird putting a brand new anime above an elderly anime because it's like we're supposed to respect,
right?
Pay respect to this is what built the path for these newer animes.
There would be no Attack on Titan without Hunter x Hunter.
Exactly, kind of thing, right? So I feel like that plays a key role when we decide. Even though low key, I'm trying to like not think of it. It's just.
I mean, it's been a while since Hunter x Hunter came out, but like Dragon Ball Super, as old as it is, not Super, but Dragon Ball still has newer episodes. So same with Attack on Titan. Like, so it's been a while since Hunter x Hunter, but no, Hunter x Hunter is. It's good. It's like top tier shonen.
Yeah, no, I like Hunter. Okay, next one, Death Note.
Death Note. So I don't want to strictly. I mean, Hunter x Hunter is not that great as far as like the story. I'm not saying it's bad. It just has like a very simplicity that I just really really like. So Death Note has a very complex story.
It's more complex, yeah.
And I remember that was like one of the first animes that I binged. Like I didn't really binge anime like that. I would just watch it, week to week.
Yeah,
but. Maybe
this one you binged.
This is when I first got Netflix or whatever was on Hulu.
And you were like, oh shit,
episode on an anime in subbed. I'm like reading for like hours.
Yeah.
It's really good.
But how good is it?
What do we have at 6? I mean, I don't know. So I don't know.
We have The Promised Neverland.
A question to you. Is it better than Promised Neverland?
Story-wise, yes.
Okay.
I think it is way more complex.
How about you put it next to Promised Neverland for me as far as like.
So you think it belongs in 6?
Yeah. Just I'm not really too familiar with
Promised Neverland. Actually good with putting Promised Neverland on 7 and then Death Note on 6. I was even going to ask you, do you think the complexity of Death Note is better than the complexity of Attack on Titan?
The thing that maybe is the fault of Death Note is that because a lot of the story is in inner monologue, it does feel a little bit spoon-fed so when they do like a reveal or something like a twist or whatever, it's told to you in Death Note versus in Attack on Titan, you kind of like have to figure it out. And there are some things that you can figure out before the show tells you. But
I mean, there's always clues in the like opening of like an anime of like
right.
But I mean, personally, when I was watching Attack on Titan, it was really hard for me to try to figure out what was coming or what was like truly happening.
For sure,
because there is a lot of twists and turns, especially when it comes to like the society itself and like the govern and all that, and how they were keeping secrets and then you were like slowly discovering things here and there kind of.
But the thing with Death Note is that who has the Death Note.
So like what's going on, but it's more of like,
I like the way it's told to you in Attack on Titan better than Death Note. So
okay. I feel you. So you would say Attack on Titan is a little bit better than Death Note?
I would.
I'm cool with that, bro. All right. Next one is the sport anime Blue Lock.
So I had Blue Lock on here. So for me, I have it on my honorable mention. So I did think it was too early to give it like that big acclaim, like top 10. But I don't know. I just really, really liked it. And I think future thought, I think it will get to a point where it is going to be in my top 10.
Yeah. Especially for it being a sport anime.
Yeah. And
because there's different range. Categories, and I know like right now a lot of our anime list is like more complex stories, kind of like more twists and turns, a little dark.
Yeah.
But I also wanted to add like a sport anime into our top 10.
Yeah.
I know we do have Megalobox in there. And
is it better than Megalobox?
I would say so.
I would say that too, yeah.
Yeah. So
is it better than Promised Neverland?
Story-wise? No.
I said we put it at number 8 then, bro.
Number 8, bro.
All right, what's next? All
right, next on the list here is man, I need to stop adding perverted animes into our list. Prison School. Have you heard of this one or have you seen it?
I have not. I watch daytime anime.
You watch daytime? I watch after midnight anime. So this one's again, I would say another borderline hentai anime.
Okay.
Very ecchi. Don't watch this while anybody is around. Just watch this on your personal time.
Don't watch this at work.
No, definitely do not.
Don't watch this on break. In the break room.
If you gotta watch it, make sure nobody's looking at your screen, like, or make sure you're like in a corner or something where people can't see what you're watching,
or just go to jail. Might as well.
So, Prison School is it's an anime. If I remember correctly, it's an anime based of this school that only female students were allowed to go to.
Okay.
So it was an all-female school. But then they gradually started adding male into the program. But they did it slowly. I think they incorporated like maybe 10 male students into the school, just kind of like to test it out. And
okay.
Yeah. And
makes sense.
These male students are like super nerdy. Right. So that's how they got in, because they had good grades. But a lot of these female students,
all female school,
are grades. Super attractive.
Okay.
So they thought that maybe this is their chance to finally break away from like the whole being dork, maybe even get a girlfriend, maybe even lose their virginity kind of thing.
Nice.
You know what I mean? So it kind of goes into that theme of they're trying their best, but you know, their nerdy part still comes through. So they end up like failing here and there every once in a while, but it is very, very itchy or etchy.
Where the hell are you going to put this on the list?
I'm not yet.
We only got two spots. Know. Is this number 2 or number 1, bro?
This is the number 1. The etchier, the better.
Right.
No, I'm just playing. I'm going to put this one on hold too.
We'll put it on hold, man. We'll put it on hold.
But if it comes between like this one, so Prison School or High School of the Dead, I would definitely put High School of the Dead above Prison School.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, probably.
All right, so
that layer.
Next one on the list is Sword Art Online.
So my homegirl really likes that, and my homeboy Fred too, actually.
So there's various variations of this, but I prefer the first 2 seasons.
There's like a sequel too.
There's sequels to it too.
Sequel seasons.
There's a lot. So there's sequels where. So, you know, Sword Art Online is based off the fact that it's this kind of like VR.
Like a video game
on modern time. And they wear these helmets and they basically hop on. One of the creators of one of like the biggest RPG games, like Skyrim kind of level. He ends up trapping these people inside the games. Yeah. So basically he has to set up to where like their mind is connected to the servers, and if they are disconnected or somehow come out of the game, they automatically die in real life.
You die in the game, you die in real life. Bro.
Yeah, kind of thing. So
it's like Ready Player One, but an anime.
Yeah. But when they die in the game?
No, I don't think so.
No, I don't remember Ready Player One. It wasn't that dark, man.
No.
No, but
everybody was poor, but nobody was dying.
That's true. But so the main character, he had a chance to like pre-play the game or the beta of the game.
Right.
So he kind of knew the insights of the game. So he was like more better equipped to actually beating the actual game, because that was the only way out of the game, was to actually beat the whole thing.
Okay.
And make it to like the boss level, the last level.
Okay.
So of course, like the whole show is basically him slowly moving up these tiers. And then also for people that are actually in the game, they kind of just accepted the fact that they were going to be in the game. So they just kind of like started building their own life in the game. Like some people started running their own stores, or some people started
kinda
doing
like Second Life or whatever.
Yeah, like their Second Life. They're like, well, fuck it. If we're going to be in here, might as well treat it, because they know that if I die, I'm done for. So might as well leave the actual clearing the levels and clearing the bosses to people that actually are willing to put their life on the line. Yeah. And I'll just, stay in the back and, run a business.
An NPC or whatever.
Yeah. Which makes you think, right? Right? Are we NPCs, bro?
Don't trip me out, bro.
But I think it was a good anime. I feel like it was definitely a good watch.
Would you put it anywhere on here?
A top 10.
Is it one of those? Because I think of it not at the same vein, because I think Fate Zero is a little bit better, and I haven't seen too much of either. But is it one of those nostalgia?
I want to put it on hold for now, man.
Put it on hold.
I'm going to put it on hold. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm going to put it on hold. I do believe it is good enough to maybe knock down one of these, but I'm going to see, because we still haven't even reached our top 2 or 1 of what we believe is top 1 on this one.
It's tough. It might be one that's already on there, but we just, bump it up.
Yeah. So the next one on the list is your favorite, Dr. Stone.
I do love that fucking anime.
Dr. Stone. Not to say that I don't like it. I do like it, but I think you're more into it than I am.
I'm very into it. So for me, I was trying to recommend it to a friend of mine, and without spoiling it, there is like an Adam and Eve kind of like, I don't even want to say it's incest, but there's like a element where there's like a hard to grasp element of the second season that kind of does take you out of it. And then even in the third season, they start introducing money. And then, it's kind of like, well, who cares about money in a stone world? So what I'm attracted to is all of the science. I just love how scientific. I love all the scientifical.
You're creating new words now,
goings on of the anime. And I just love the character of Senku. I just love how it is so anime. Like you have a character who's just really good at blowing glass, or a character who has a lot of stamina. So you just have to accept that he's got all the stamina. So out of everybody in the world, at all 30 people, he is the best at stamina. So, you have like the best fighter and the best, this guy, the
best. They all have their own qualities.
Yeah, but it's like heightened, like on a slider to the extreme. Yeah, because it is like a stone world, but also to propel the story forward. Like they're not superheroes.
Like quicker. Yeah, like quicker, like faster. Like, I think they started introducing like cars or automobiles. Yeah. They started introducing like, and it's funny because like the first couple of episodes was him trying to create penicillin, an antibiotic.
Not the first season, like the end.
Yeah, the first couple episodes. Wasn't it like he was trying to figure out how to make antibiotics for that one girl that was sick?
That's at the end of the season.
That was the end of the season.
Yeah.
So but it's just kind of like things like that, like food too. Like he was able to make ramen for them, and they were like, "Whoa, what is this?" And he was like, "Oh, it's salt. Love it. You need salt in your food." And then he started adding salt and pepper in their food, and they're like, "Whoa, that tastes way much better." No salt. Yeah, like he was gradually progressing them into like newer and better things, and then next they had cell phones or like somewhere to communicate, like through.
Yeah, we won't give away too much, but for me,
you, where did you put
my personal, would I put it above Attack on Titan?
Is it better than Attack on Titan? No, is it better?
I would put it side to side with Death Note.
Death Note?
Yeah, for me. Just because I feel like it is really good. So is it something that I can recommend? I can recommend this anime to anybody who likes science.
So let me say this.
Okay.
Is it better than Cowboy Bebop?
No.
Okay.
Because the songs are pretty good. They have like a whimsical kind of like,
So I feel like music, like the playlist of an anime plays a key role for you.
Of course. Yeah, I know it does. It does. For me at least, yeah.
Okay, so Dr. Stone. I'm going to leave it at 6, and then we can, debate if it really should be there or...
Yeah.
All right, so we'll leave it there.
That's nice.
Because we still got a couple of more things to go. Cells at Work.
So that's another one for me, bro. I would put it not next to Dr. Stone, but it's just so simple and straightforward that... I've seen like TikToks or whatever. Everything to me is a TikTok, by the way. So it could have been just a straight up YouTube video. Where they go through, like a scientist will sit down and talk about Dr. Stone and see how scientifically accurate it is. And it is for the most part pretty accurate. They even like have like asterisks of like, or citing their source in the show. It says, this is proven by this famous scientist, or this is proven by that, consulted with this hematologist or astrologist or whatever. So with Cells at Work, it is... we could just go ahead and leave it down here because this is like really, really, really for me. I would put this at my top 10 just because I would rewatch this show like 100 times. And it's so short.
How many seasons is this? Is it just one season?
I think there's 2 seasons. And then there's a thing called Cells at Work Code Black where they deal with like cancer a little bit more heavy.
Interesting.
They deal with like more like heavy diseases.
So leave it on hold for now?
I'll leave it on hold because I'm trying to think if it's better than Megalobox. And... it has action in it, but it's not action like 2 things battling each other. It's action like, like curing a poison or whatever.
All right. So next on the list, Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball. So I know you put Shippuden on the list. I did put Dragon Ball over Dragon Ball Z. I think you know, I don't regret it, but in the same vein as like Shippuden's a little bit better than Naruto. I feel like Dragon Ball just elevated Dragon Ball Z elevated Dragon Ball, but I just really like Dragon Ball. I just like how straightforward and simple it is.
If we had a debate, I would definitely, no hesitation, fucking move Naruto and just put Dragon Ball there.
At number 10?
Then I feel so disrespected to put Dragon Ball on number 10.
Why? Oh, really?
So, yeah, I'm a huge Dragon Ball fan, man. I feel like Dragon Ball is such a huge staple. You know what I mean? It's just such a huge...
Is it better than Promised Neverland? Dragon Ball. And we could even say, for the sake of it, lump Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z together. That's something that the original or IGN's list did that I wasn't too enthused about. How they separated Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. They separated Naruto and Naruto Shippuden.
Can we bump Naruto and just put Dragon Ball?
Yeah, at number 10?
At number 10 for now.
All right. Yeah. Or we can put it next to it, side to side.
Nah, I want to bump it.
Bump it?
Hell
Bump
yeah.
it, bro.
I'd rather do Dragon Ball than Naruto, being honest, bro.
Bump it, bro.
In all honesty.
I don't know, man. Naruto made me cry.
In all honesty, I'd rather do Dragon Ball. All right. Well, there's not much to discuss about Dragon Ball. I feel like everybody knows Dragon Ball. But next one on our list is Afro Samurai.
So I forgot to put this on my top 10. It is just let down by how short it is.
I know. What is it, like?
5 episodes.
Plus the movie.
Plus the movie. And they're not even like hour-long episodes. They're like 5 30-minute episodes.
Was it that short?
They were mad short, bro.
I thought that was long. It felt longer than that, man. I thought they were like 20-minute episodes, like a regular episode.
Yeah, 20 minutes.
Oh, I thought you said 5.
No, 5 episodes.
Yeah,
but they
5
weren't
episodes.
But they weren't like 45-minute episodes, because you know sometimes the show will be like an hour long or 45 minutes to an hour. This one was just 5 episodes, 20 minutes.
But it was the best 5 episodes of my life.
Oh yeah, you think so?
No, it was good, bro. I can't.
It was 5 minutes, but it was like 5 minutes best of my life.
No, it was. I love Afro Samurai. Now, some people would say that it's not an anime just because it's more Americanized than anything else. But I fucking
just because of the black people.
Afro Samurai, love it with a passion. The show, the anime, and the movie.
Yeah.
I love it.
And the movie?
You didn't like the movie? Restoration, right?
It seems so tedious. Like, they brought back his dad, and he was like, I need to go get my dad. And I'm like, he's dead. He's a zombie. So what?
Yeah,
Who cares?
I know.
And then he got, you know, and it's a movie, so you can't do it where he's like, you know, fighting all these bad guys and like trying to find the number one headband.
Like you said,
he finds it like immediately.
I know. I think the reason that I like it so much is also the playlist. The fact that it was the playlist is by
RZA.
Wu-Tang.
I mean,
Wu-Tang. I think that's why it also captivated me. You know,
the playlist to me isn't better than Bebop. So it definitely doesn't crack top 5 for me. But is it better than Megalobox? I want to say yes.
I want to say yes too.
I want to say
I can knock down Megalobox.
What's number 8?
Blue Lock.
Blue Lock? Is it better than Blue Lock? It's different than Blue Lock.
It's different. They both have their own.
It's just let down, bro. It's let down by such a short run. Put it next to Megalobox, or even bump.
I can bump Megalobox, man. Being honest.
So then, are we putting it above Dragon Ball still, or?
Oh shit, man, that's a hard list. I didn't even know how hard this was.
So right now, as it stands on the list, we have Dragon Ball at 10, Afro at 9, Blue Lock at 8, Promised Neverland at 7. This is kind of like just nice Lewis's though. Death Note and Dr. Stone at 6. The Dr. Stone is for me. Number 5, we both agree on Cowboy. Number 4, Attack on Titan. Number 3, Hunter x Hunter. Next, what we got?
All right, next one is Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
So this is another one from our first episode where I was like, for me,
IGN gave it number 1.
They gave it number 1, and I like it. I'm not saying that I do not like it.
I like it too. I like the story. Brotherhood story.
Brotherhood.
It just made more sense.
Is it better than Dragon Ball?
I would say it's better than Death Note.
So you're saying it is better than Dragon Ball? Because you're saying
I like Dragon Ball for not so much the story, but just like the action and then the nostalgia of it just being Dragon Ball. You know what I mean? Like if I would give Dragon Ball, but again, it falls back to like, I know Dragon Ball is something that we both raised with. This is like one of like, you know, just seeing Goku evolve, and it's just like
Full Metal was one of my first ones. I mean, the original as well. Like Full Metal.
No, I'm saying that too. Like, but it's like Full Metal Alchemist did have a way much better story than Dragon Ball does.
You just said you'd put it over Death Note?
But I would definitely put it over Death Note. How
do you feel about moving everything up and then putting Full Metal at 5?
So moving Hunter to 2?
Moving Hunter to 2, moving Attack on Titan to 3. I think Cowboy Bebop is better than Full Metal.
I'm down with that. I can actually be okay with having Full Metal at 5. Okay. I'm not even going to be hurt with that.
Okay.
I'm actually okay with that.
Okay.
All right. Next one on the list is an anime called...
was it No Game, No Life?
No Game, No Life.
So I did watch that. I watched a good amount of those episodes just because I was trying to get into like a very different anime, and it's about games. It's about like he plays chess. He plays
him and his sister.
They're really good at games. So
they never lose.
They practically never lose.
No, they never lost. I think that's the whole point of the show is
without giving it away,
ever losing.
Right.
Any type of game. I mean, when I mean any,
rock, paper, scissors,
chess, checkers, whatever game you can think of, they're just programmed to not lose.
Right.
And that's all they do all day long. It's like game
without taking the tension away.
Yeah. And then they're basically
but would you put it anywhere on this list? I wouldn't put it anywhere on this list.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good anime. It's worth the watch. I was definitely saying it's worth the watch. They try to evolve the story into more, because I remember there was even a movie for it too.
Yeah.
But would I say it's in the top 10? No, but it's definitely worth the watch. Just the same way from some other animes, it's definitely worth the watch. But top 10, I can put this one on hold. Matter of fact, I don't even think it's gonna end up in the top 10. So, no. But it is definitely worth the watch. So, no life, no game. Right? No game, no life.
Right.
All right. Next one on the list is Samurai Jack.
Now, we were talking before the episode about if this should even
be on the list.
Like, is it a cartoon?
Is not.
You said the last season is anime inspired.
Oh my God, man. That last season was fire. I mean, last season, they were like no budget. No, nothing. Like we're because it was a while from season 3 to the last season.
Yeah, like 10 years maybe.
Yeah, it was like 10 years. Like they just roughly cut it off. But then when they brought it back, they brought it back. They're like, yo, let's do this man justice.
Right.
Let's finally end his tale.
His suffering.
And like it was beautiful, man. Like the drawing was beautiful. The scenes were beautiful. The atmosphere that they were trying to display was beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, the original was really nice.
They leveled it up by giving it maturity. They were like, you know, for this season, fuck the kids. This is for the people that grew up with Samurai Jack. Now they're older, so they kind of like accumulated that. They're like the real people that are gonna be watching after Samurai Jack is the people that were watching him when he first came out. And right now, those people are probably in their 20s. Less mature this episode. Right, less mature this season. And so they had like more graphic. They have more blood. More like, you know, they even had like him thinking about suicide.
Yeah.
Like that was a part.
They had a bunch of like elements, like adult elements in the original. They just weren't like explicit or overt.
But they were trying to make it more like kid wise, because it was on a Toonami too, so they can't be showing too much.
Network too.
Oh, it was Cartoon Network on top of that.
Yeah,
and then I think it adapted to Toonami, right?
Yeah, the last season was on Toonami.
Yeah, but oh my freaking God, that last season was so beautiful. That was so where you
put on the list, because it is a blend of Shampoo and Cowboy. I feel like
man, I would personally put it above
Shampoo?
No, not Shampoo.
I keep saying Shampoo.
Bebop. I would personally put it above.
Wow, really?
The only reason I would put it above Bebop is because of that last season.
It has like
if it didn't have that last season, or if they didn't do the last season like they did it, I don't know if I would really be like, is even worth to talk about. Like, you know, like it's more
Titans
of, it's more like,
Justice League or whatever.
That last season literally put it.
Yeah. I mean, Bebop is only like 20 episodes. So to say that one season of Samurai Jack, you know, multiplied by the previous seasons could beat Bebop, I say we put it next to, because I'm
next to Bebop.
Yeah, just because I'm staying.
Well, since we're kind of like staying in like that samurai kind of vibe, the last one on our list, it is Samurai Champloo.
I put that at number 1, bro.
You put that number 1. That's your number 1 pick.
That's my number 1 pick.
That's your number 1 pick. Samurai Champloo.
I love that anime.
Really?
I love it. That's my top anime.
That's your top anime. So that number 1 to you is Samurai Champloo.
Yeah, man, because it just it hits everything that I like about anime. So it hits, you know, I love the soundtrack, I love the vibes, I love the story. It's not better than Bebop, even though I put it higher, but in the same vein where you have these characters and you learn more about them organically. It's not a bunch of exposition, and the story, the strength of the story is on the characters, and you love these characters. Like even the characters that you hate, like Mugen, like he's an asshole, but he has like this charm to him. Fu is annoying and she always gets captured, but she's like witty and she's brave. You know, Jean, he's like quiet all the time and he barely says anything, but he's a good fighter and he's honorable. You know, I just love this story, and I just love samurais, and it is short where it doesn't like drag on. So maybe like where Dragon Ball and Naruto, I'm like kind of sick of it, but I just wish we had more Champloo. But then I'm kind of glad that we don't, because of the reason, or because the amount that we have of it, I have it as my number 1.
Okay. No, I love Champloo, man. I'm a big fan. Would I put it above Hunter x Hunter? Hunter x Hunter?
I don't know, man. So
that's a tough one, man.
The thing that Hunter x Hunter has is kind of like when I think of like Rick and Morty versus Futurama. So Futurama just has more episodes, so I like it more. Yes. So Hunter x Hunter just has more, so I like it more. But Rick and Morty's kind of actually like going down for me a little bit with this most recent season, but I don't know.
Sometimes more episodes doesn't always mean better, but I feel like more episodes gives you a better chance of actually liking it more.
Yeah.
Versus like, because sometimes like there are some good animes that are only like 1 season, 12 episodes, but fuck, those 12 episodes are so memorizing and it will capture you right off the bat.
Right.
Versus an anime that has 4 seasons, 20 episodes each, but it took you to like season 2 to actually like really fall in love with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, we put Afro so low because it only has 5 episodes.
Yes, so but I feel like it captivated me on those 5. Like
right.
The day that you came over and you were like, yo,
I got
the whole collection.
I was an Afro Samurai stan,
and we watched it. You hooked me onto it. I was like Afro Samurai all the way.
Yeah.
But no, I would definitely put it. So the list right now, let's figure this out. So on number 6, we have basically 2 competing for that spot. We have Death Note and we have Dr. Stone. I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like Death Note would win.
I think so, yeah. If we're doing like an elimination, yeah, because I could recommend Death Note more than I could recommend Dr. Stone.
So you cool with us taking just...
Yeah, just because even when it does have action, it's not that great. And it's just funny. So, like, I know Fooly Cooley's not on there, but I also like humor with my anime. And just going back to number 1, like, Samurai Champloo is just so funny.
And then my last competing one is for the number 4 spot,
Samurai Jack
and
Cowboy
Bebop, man.
Samurai Jack does have bops as far as like the soundtrack, even in the earlier stuff like bounce Jack, Samurai Jack. Like it has all that funkiness. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't seen the last season like all the way through. I remember I saw the very first episode because I was like real hyped about it, but then I kind of just dropped it because it was hard to watch. I got to go out of my way to watch it.
At that time, it was hard to watch it. I don't know why, but when I finally got to go on these websites,
right, and
I finally was able to watch it. But god damn, man,
hard to watch for a lazy person.
But if you just go on the internet, so good, man. I can't.
In a previous
explain.
episode, you talk about it. You're like, Samurai Jack. God damn it, Samurai Jack.
God damn, Samurai Jack, man. I'm telling you, these people did not miss a beat with this last season. They went all out. And when I say they went all out, they went all out. No hesitation, no budget. They were like, it was just so perfect, well balanced. It felt like Jack.
Multiple on here, bro. Because
it felt like Jack was just unbelievable. Like I just felt like, damn, this was so good. But that's the thing. That's though? What that yeah. But better that's the thing Cowboy? That makes it hard because that's just judging.
That's hella new.
I'm just judging Samurai Jack by the last season.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Don't get me wrong. The first 3 seasons was good. They had their moments. They have like special, really good episodes. I think there was one versus it was like Jack and he like was versus a ninja, but the ninja was wearing like all black, and then Jack decided to wear all white. So they were doing like the contract, the yin yang, and they were doing like contract. So he was standing in the sun, and he would kind of like fade away, and then the black ninja was standing in the shadows, and then he would fade away, and then they would kind of like cross each other, kind of thing. Yeah. So I thought like that play in contrast, the black and white, was so dope in that episode, and that's what I love about the creators of Samurai Jack. It's just like they play with everything. They even play with sound. They play with different types of like. It's just so fucking perfect, man.
It's good, man. It's really good. It's really good. Because then, like I said, it is a blend of Shampoo and Bebop. So, which are, 2 of my favorites. So,
I mean, I really do not want to knock down.
Or how about...
Like, I feel like it belongs on the top 10.
What if we knock off Dragon Ball? Do you really think Afro Samurai is better than Dragon Ball?
Me personally,
or even Promised Neverland. Because I mean, not that I haven't seen it, because I haven't, but I don't know enough to be like having it that high.
Well, right now, the way I see it here, like starting from 7 to 5, it's like it's a great story. The animation, I wouldn't say like it's top tier or anything like that, but the story is really good. Mm-hmm. Is this better than Death Note? No, but it's literally like right there, the twist and turn. Same thing with Full Metal Alchemist.
Right.
You know what I mean? The story is really what captivates you more. The whole what's going on with the government, the backstory, the whole, understanding alchemy more and how it plays a role. And like, so that's what I like about Full Metal Alchemist the most. It's just the story itself. Same thing with Attack on Titan. Now, I feel like Attack on Titan story is a little bit better than Full Metal Alchemist. It is a little bit better than Death Note, and it is a little bit better than Promised Neverland. But of course, the reason why it's so number 3 is because also the animation
for Samurai Jack is that up there.
The story is good from season 1 to 3. Season 4 is literally where it knocks it out of the park.
With the story?
With the story.
Okay. I mean,
I literally cried for Jack.
Really?
Jack has been suffering his whole life, my boy.
I know.
To defeat Aku.
I know.
You know what I mean? And in the end of the day, when he defeats Aku, it's still like, bro, like this man can't catch a fucking W, man.
No matter how in every episode, but then he just slips away.
He can't. It's like everything. It's right in his fingertips.
I know.
Everything that he needs to succeed is always right in his fingertips, and then it's taken away. Do you understand the anguish of having something in your fingertips? And you're like, I have it. I'm gonna get it, and then boom, it's like out of your reach again.
Cotton candy in the rain, bro.
Like he just can't get that fucking W. And the more you want him to catch that W, and the beautiful is that he knows he's a samurai, so he has to have patience. He has to like, you know what I mean?
He's good, man. And he develops too as a character.
He develops
stronger
season 4
for being like a perfect character.
Season 4, that's when he develops so fucking well, because you can see how he ages. You can see how this having everything in your fingertip and then taking away like fucks with his mental status.
How do you feel about moving everything up and then putting it either in the 5 or in the 4? And knocking out Dragon Ball. Because I'm saying, if you think Afro is better than Dragon Ball,
I would knock out Dragon Ball, man. I would definitely. Not to say that I'm not. We're not big fans of Dragon Ball or anything like that. No, but I want. This is a list of me and you, and as much as I love Dragon Ball, I just something about having like a very good complex story.
If we were to be honest,
makes it better.
I would take out Promised Neverland.
But
because I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen
So
it, man.
if this is a list for you and I, because I'm down with Blue Lock, I'm down with all these animes.
I'm telling you, Promised Neverland.
I'm gonna like it. I'm gonna like it.
You're gonna like it.
Me.
Yeah. No, it's good. You know who liked it? Sam. She liked it. She was a huge fan on Attack on Titan. And then I told her I put her on Attack on Titan. She loved it. She said it reminded her of that show we were talking about. Game of Thrones. And then she said, what should I watch next? And I said, you should watch
and what's that like?
Promised Neverland.
What's that like?
And she watched it. She was like, I love the twists and turns on that one too. And it's like, it has a little bit of everything. Twists and turns.
Action?
It has action.
Funky sounds?
No fucking sounds. No funky sounds. But it has action. It has the twists and turns. And it has that kind of like Death Note, the fighting, like the mental who's smarter with each other kind of fight. Yeah. They have that too because they gotta outsmart these people that are keeping them captive. So it's just so much going on that I feel like it has a little bit of everything, and that's what makes the story so good. Now, animation wise, like I said, it's not like top tier or nothing crazy. It's just a story.
All right.
So that's why I'm willing to leave it on number 7, and I'm willing to bump everything up. And you know what? I'm willing to put it above. I don't even know where to put Jack, man, because I don't think Jack belongs at number 10. Being honest,
really,
but I don't think it's. Like I said, it's just that last season, man. I would definitely go above Samurai.
Oh, Afro? Yeah. I mean, just because, like I said.
You know what, man? I'll leave it like this. I ain't even going to lie, man. I'll leave it like that. I'll leave it like that. Just because, again, I feel like Jack, if it's just based on the last season, it would definitely go way, way up here. But if we're judging it from all its seasons 1 through 4, I'm good with 9.
All right. So, I mean, that's the list then.
So that's the list.
So you want to read it out from the top or from the bottom?
All right. So number 10, we got Afro Samurai. Number 9, we got Samurai Jack. Number 8, we got Blue Lock. Number 7, Promised Neverland. Number 6, Death Note. Number 5, Full Metal Alchemist. Number 4, Cowboy Bebop. Number 3, Attack on Titan. Number 2, Hunter. And number 1, Samurai Champloo. Now, if you guys disagree with us, if you guys agree with us, hit it up in the comments. Let us know. You know, this might not be your list. You might be like, oh, this one's way much better than that. And maybe some of these animes you never heard of before. So hopefully we put you on something new, something better.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Keep your guys' animes list more expanded.
Yeah, diverse.
Yeah. And that's the thing I wanted to on this list is diversity.
Yeah, I mean, you know, there's a lot of samurai on here and a lot of action.
Yeah.
You know,
we are a huge samurai fan. I'm a huge samurai fan.
Yeah.
Anything samurai is pretty cool, but that's just me. But it's also not just like the action. I like a complexity of a story.
Yeah.
You know, something that actually really captures you. There was one anime that you had mentioned. Remember we were doing the villain episode and you had mentioned one villain. I forgot his name. And it was like a detective kind of thing.
Oh, Monster.
So
yeah, so I have a few honorable mentions that I did want to get into before we go to the giveaway. So Elfin Lied, I really like, but that's like for a special reason. That's like
I like the song.
So it's just super, super sad. And I remember that was like when I was growing up or whatever, and I was getting like mature, and I was, you know, just watching Dragon Ball and Champloo. But that when I was like, damn, that really tugged at my heartstrings as like a little boy. And I was just like, I didn't know I could feel sad this.
No, it was good. I remember that one.
So I had Blue Lock, but, you know, and then Kira.
Kira.
But, you know, it's a movie, so
yeah,
we weren't doing that. Monster, I've only read the manga, so I don't know if I can put the anime on here, but I think it would just be as good as the manga. So I would maybe even like put it up there with like Death Note as far as like the story. And then Chainsaw Man, I only like the manga and I don't really like the anime too much, but so that, you know, that's why it's omitted here from this anime list. And then One Piece, I know it's not on here, but I just haven't seen enough to really say that I like it over even like, you know, Dragon Ball or Naruto.
I didn't even mention One Piece, but yeah. And I think that the thing I like about our list is we don't have like all the main ones. Like we had Naruto in there and that shit got bumped out real quick. We had Dragon Ball.
But I love Naruto.
But I love Naruto too. And the same thing, I love Dragon Ball, man. Don't get me wrong. I'm a fucking Dragon Ball fan for life. But sometimes a complexity of a good story can outbeat just fighting, you know.
Right. Flash and all that.
Yeah. Oh, the flashiness of a fight. Yeah.
Like, does it hold up? So yeah, so that's what I have for the honorable mention. So do you have anything to add before we move on to the giveaway, bro?
No, man. This is our top 10. Like I said, I'm gonna repeat it one more time. Number 10 was Afro Samurai.
Go from the top.
Oh, number 1, Samurai Champloo. Mm-hmm. Number 2, Hunter x Hunter. Number 3, Attack on Titan. Number 4, Cowboy Bebop. Number 5, Full Metal Alchemist. Number 6, Death Note. Number 7, The Promised Neverland. Number 8, Blue Lock. Number 9, Samurai Jack. And number 10, Afro Samurai.
Very nice.
That is nice. The Norm's top 10 anime as of right now. It could change at any moment, but as of right now, that is the top 10 anime for us.
There's new animes coming.
And there's definitely new animes always coming. And yeah, man. So like I said, if you guys disagree, let us know in the comments. I hope you guys like this one. I really like it. I feel like we went more into like why we believe or why we didn't kind of thing. And yeah.
Let's go, man. Let's get to the giveaway.
All right, let's get to the giveaway. Time for the giveaway. All right, before my computer dies.
Yeah,
we have time. All right, so time for the giveaway. All right, so we appreciate you guys for entering the giveaway. This is our first ever giveaway for us and for the Normn, so it's pretty special. So you know, everybody that followed the instructions and did what they were supposed to do are entered into the giveaway. We're doing a wheel spin.
We had some people who liked but didn't share, some people who shared it but didn't comment. So these are the people who hit all 3. And then I even reached out to people who did one or the other, and I was like, hey, you know, just so you know, you're missing like one of the 3 or whatever.
But they never pulled through with the rest of the stuff. So these are the people that actually literally checked off every box in the list. So congratulations to you guys for entering, and we're excited to do this giveaway. So we're gonna spin the wheel. If it lands on you, we'll let you know. If you hear your IG name, reach us out, message us and be like, hey, I heard you say my name on it. I think I won or whatever. And then we will reach out to you with your
the choice between like which variant of like either the hat, hoodie, or shirt, and which size, and obviously your shipping information.
So we can ship it out to you. So we'll start with the lowest item, which I think is the hat, right?
The hat, yeah.
So we'll do the hat first. We have 2 variations of hats, which is the love hat, which is the Gara one, and then we have the hunter hat. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna click the wheel to spin and see who wins the hat.
Let's do it.
All right, ready? 1, 2, and 3. Click to spin. And it is spinning, sir. Ooh, Wheel of Fortune. Who would it land on? Oh, whoa. It landed on the most hardest name too, man.
No.
Say it.
Burning Down the House 99.
Oh, I thought this was like Burlington or something. Burning down the house 99.
You won the hat.
You won the hat. You let us know which one you want, if it's the Gara or the Hunter x, and let us know. And then, of course, send us your shipping information, and we will be sending it out to you.
What's next?
What's next?
So this is going to be for the shirt.
All right. So back again. Burning Down the House 99. Yeah, you are officially one of the winners.
Nice. So remove Burning Down the House from the thing and respin the wheel.
All right. So the next one is the shirts. Yep. What variants of shirts do we have? We have
the Cowboy Digital one, and then we have the Samurai Slash one.
Okay. All right. See who wins the shirts. Wheel of Fortune. And the winner is MGC.Tree. You are the winner of the shirt.
Yes.
I'm going to repeat it again. MJ. My bad. MJ.Tree. You are the winner. Congratulations. You get to choose which shirt you want, and we will be shipping that out to you.
Who's going to win the hoodie, bro? All right, so this last one is for the hoodie.
So what variants of hoodies do we have?
For the hoodies, we have the Mortal Flame, and this, comes in 3 different colors, white, black, and gray. And then we also have our Demon Slayer, the Final Selection hoodie.
And that one comes in black.
All right, guys. Black.
For the last one, let's see who wins.
Good luck to you all.
Good luck. Wheel of Fortune says... Oh, shit.
It's close. It's close. Oh. Wow, no dice though.
Kirk Chichoki.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
All right. Clark Chichoki.
Clark.
Chichoki. You are the winner.
Chichoki.
You are the winner of the hoodie. Again, reach out to us and let us know which hoodie you want or which color, and we will be shipping that out to you.
Yep.
So thanks again for you guys doing the giveaway.
Much love
to be able to give back to you guys, especially since you've been giving back to us.
Right.
And like I said, always subscribe, always follow us.
This is going to be our first sweepstakes or giveaway or whatever. So
many to come.
We might do one at the top of the next season as well. So
X is feeling generous.
So just to get the excitement, because I do want to give back to the people as well.
Oh, of course, it's all about the people.
So the last thing we'll do before we end this out is what we're reading, what we're watching, what we're playing. So Lewis, what you're reading, what you're watching, what you're playing.
All right, reading, not much, so I'm gonna skip that. Watching, there's a movie that I want to plug in. I felt like it was very underrated and it should be shout out, and that is The Sound of Freedom. Which is it's a very good movie, very emotional, but I hope it's a huge eye opener for people about human trafficking and child trafficking, stuff that people don't really talk about on a regular basis. You don't really hear much about it. And if you do, it's something it's not really maybe swept under the rug just because of how crazy the thought is that, there's actual humans and kids being trafficked for, whatever reason it is, for money, body parts. Yeah, it's crazy. The world is crazy, and people tend to, look the other way just because they don't want to see how evil the world really is.
Yeah.
So I saw that movie is so great. And then another movie that I saw that was not so great was Flash.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Trash. I've never in my life felt so disrespected by DC.
Damn, never?
Never.
That was the worst DC movie you've seen?
That was the worst.
Wow, worse
ever, man.
Worse than...
It was
even think of a bad movie.
No,
worse than that one. Yeah.
It was bad, man. It was... I don't know what happened. Just DC was just it felt like how they've been, bro. They didn't care anymore. They were just bro, just put whatever out there. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it won't. I mean,
very
it was so bad they took it from the movie theaters.
What, early?
Yes.
Really?
Flash was removed from the movie theaters. DC took that movie out of the movie theaters as quick as they could.
Really?
As quick as it hit the screen time, as quick they took it out. The first week, it didn't even make barely any money. People were not watching it. They were not anticipating this one. Yeah. They were just nah.
So I took a group of friends of mine, my gamer friends. We went to go watch it just because one of our homies, he's a really big Flash fan.
So what did you think? I thought you didn't see it.
No, it was bad. It was bad. Okay. But it was fun to watch it because of how bad it was. I even took my son to watch it. Yeah, but it was, it was
Did you see the CGI?
I know, it was goofy. It's like a bad movie. It's like a cheesy bad movie.
It was bad.
The babies, the whole Speed Force, the treadmill thing.
Yeah, look, it was horrible, man. Bad. It was horrible.
It looks worse than I don't know if you've ever seen Love, Death, and Robots on Netflix.
Yeah.
Sometimes they'll have video game looking scenes where it'll be a real actor, but they do it CGI, but it looks like a video game.
Yeah.
It looked worse than that. It looked way worse than that.
It was bad.
And that's an expensive movie.
It is.
So it should not look that bad.
No, it shouldn't have. And I'm just they dropped the ball on this one, and it was bad. And I was just I don't know, man. They just it was horrible. It was not even worth the watch.
It was fun though. It was fun to watch.
But to me, it's just to show you how badly DC is the route that they were heading, it was horrible. And I'm really hoping with this new director that they got that does
the curator or whatever, James Gunn.
I hope he really changes the route. They need a change, man. We talked about this, and you kept saying like, well, they just need to make a good movie.
I know, but
they can't get it right. They just can't get it right. And I'm wondering, I know the next movie that's supposed to come out is the Joker, and I think they got
Blue Beetle. Blue Beetle comes out like in a couple weekends. I'm gonna go see it.
Blue Beetle. I hope I don't know, man.
It might be.
I feel like the more they stay away from the CGI, the better the movie is. One of my favorite movies from DC, being honest, it was the Joker.
Right, but that was a simple story. That's an artistic story. That's an artistic approach. But they did it
so. That was the only DC movie that I was like, wow, they actually did really good.
Well, no, the Batman's
too. Yeah. But like more recently, like that one's good. The one that was actually even good, even with the CGI, was Suicide Squad.
Oh, the Suicide Squad or
the first one?
The first one.
I didn't like the second one.
Yeah, I know you didn't like the second one.
I didn't like the second one. But the first one was pretty good. The first one was pretty good.
I don't like that first one.
So I feel like it's a hit or miss sometimes, but I feel like the less they put into it, sometimes the better the outcome is. And I feel like with the Flash, they were like, well, what if we add the old Batman? What if we add Ben Affleck? What if we add this Batman? George Clooney was in it too at the very last scene.
Yeah.
So like we add this variant of Batman, this variant of Batman, this variant, like they were just adding shit to it, and it just didn't make any sense. And they were like, maybe this will stick. Maybe
it's a bad movie. So I used to do this thing called Cageapalooza with one of my homies. We would just watch Nicolas Cage movies because he's like such a or not even dynamic, like such a dramatic actor or whatever, that it's just fun to watch these movies because sometimes he's really good in it and sometimes he's really bad, but it's always a good time. So he's actually in the Flash movie too.
Yes, as a variant of Superman.
Yeah. So when I saw that, I was just like, wow, that's what I'm saying. Amazing.
That's what I'm saying. I felt like they were just adding all these variants of things. Yeah. Like they were trying to make like a Spider-Man kind of like movie where they just have variants of different Supermans, variants of different Jokers, variants of different Flash, and you're just like, whatever you guys are doing, stop it.
I know, right?
Just stop it. Like you guys look so desperate to make this movie work, and it is not working. I know. Like, what else can we add? Fuck, I don't know. Like, that's not what it felt. It just felt like the fucking director was like, "What more can we add? Like, I don't know how to make this Flash movie any better.
Is there another Batman that we just don't know about?
Like." What can we do?
I know.
It's like halfway through the movie, they're like, this movie is shit. What can we make it better?
No, man, and from the beginning, as soon as you see him, it's just like, oh my God.
I know, man.
The way he runs, too. He's just like...
Why he keeps doing that, like, fucking pose? It's like, stop.
That movie was fun, though.
Oh, no, I can't, man. I couldn't. I just couldn't. And
I'd rather it be like that than be depressing and bad. Like I'd rather it be fun to laugh at than I'm miserable watching. So
so you're saying it was good because it was like worth the laugh,
right?
Just because you're just laughing with the movie, like it's just
you're laughing at the movie.
At the movie, you're being an asshole and laughing at the movie.
But
it needed to be laughed at because there was no other way of watching it. If you watched it for his like. For his great CGI, no, it was not there. If you're laughing for the great storytelling that it had, CGI? No, it was not there.
Yeah, I mean,
it was not there. But
what you gaming?
Gaming, just playing a bunch of COD. Leveling up my weapons.
Trying to prestige. Do they still prestige?
Yeah, they still prestige. So I'm just playing COD. Nothing crazy on my downtime. I had somebody had asked me, they're like, how come Xavier don't play Call of Duty?
Because my friends don't play. So I play Destiny. So I've been playing a lot of Destiny lately. It's just I'll play whatever my friends are playing, to be honest.
Got you.
Like I'm not, really gonna go into a lobby and just play. So you play with your brother and like you have other friends that you play with. So I would play Call of Duty. It just depends. Like I have my my homeboy Leo. We used to play a little bit, but no, just not really. I'm into the sci-fi.
I got you, bro. I got you. It is what it is. I'm a little bit into everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about you, bro? What are you watching? What are you playing? What are you reading? Let's start with reading. What are you reading?
Reading. So I'm still reading Chainsaw Man and Dr. Stone. I just love Chainsaw Man. I sent I didn't send it to you, but I sent it to a bunch of people on my phone. Like these 2 panels that I really like, these new panels, and it's not a spoiler because I know sometimes we spoil like these mangas that we're reading. But there's like a chapter or a panel in Chainsaw Man where he's like trying to look for a motorcycle to hijack, and the lady's like, "Oh, go get that motorcycle," and there's a girl on it. He's like, "I can't hijack that motorcycle. There's a female on it." He's like, "Okay, what about that one?" And it's some guy, and he just kicks the guy off the motorcycle. He's like, "Give me that damn motorcycle!" And I'm just like, "Wow, that's fucking hilarious." I just love the characters and I love the humor, and like it's like drawn so beautifully. And sometimes it's hard to fucking figure out what's going on because there's so much going on. But it's a still panel, so you can like just sit and look at it. And it's just so beautiful, versus like, when it's in an anime, it's like, you maybe got to rewind it or hope that they go back to it. But just as a manga, I just love this manga Chainsaw Man. So I'm reading that still loving it. And this D&D campaign, Lost Mines of Phandelver. So, every now and then I'll read it just so I can refresh on it, just so I can like live in the world. And then once we're playing, then I can like, really get into it. And this other manga called Jangshi X, which I didn't like it at first. I gave it another chance. I'm also still back to maybe not liking it, but I want to give it more than just a couple of issues. But
I'm reading a lot, bro.
Yeah. And then, like I said earlier, I'm playing Destiny 2 with a friend of mine. We just beat the Witch Queen. I like fell in love with the Witch Queen, bro. I was either trying to kill her or I was trying to marry her.
The Destiny, is that on PlayStation, right?
That is on PlayStation, yeah. It's on Xbox too and PC.
So if I hop on Destiny,
it's cross-plat too.
I know, but like if I hop on it, can I just like start where you guys are starting, or do I need to like work my way up?
So we had a friend, a mutual friend or whatever, who I'll name drop him or whatever, Markinzi. He tried to play, but he had to do all the entry level missions before he could join us. So we had to help him with his missions, and it's not even that bad. It's like, talking to a few people, but you can just jump in as well.
Okay.
There are some missions that you can't do if you don't have like the packs. So like I said, me and my homegirl Darian, we were playing the Witch Queen. So we were doing that one, and now we're going to do this one Beyond Light. But there are free to play Destiny things that you can do.
Okay.
So it's real nice. It's real fun. It just so happened that she's a really big Destiny person, and I just played it from a long time ago. So it's just one of those things that if somebody had said, like, if she wanted to play Call of Duty, that's what we'd be doing. If she wanted to play, like, we play Fall Guys every now and then, but I just play whatever my homies are playing.
Okay.
So if you ever want to jump on Call of Duty, bro, just let me know and I'll fucking jump on.
Okay.
And then the last thing that I'm watching, Futurama came back on again. So I'm really liking it. I don't know if I like it more than when it came back the fucking third or fourth time. I think this is the fourth time.
What are these new episodes?
New episodes on Hulu. Hulu original. So remember I was talking about King of the Hills coming back on Hulu. So they starting this with Futurama. So Hulu is doing Futurama now.
Oh, cool.
So it's actually really, really good. I just really like that show. And
no, I like Futurama.
It's like The Simpsons.
Wasn't it also like an Adult Swim show?
Oh, it was on Adult Swim too, yeah. Just as far as like, because they, like Family Guy or whatever else.
Yeah.
And then this other show, me and a friend of mine are watching, Tomo-chan is a Girl. It's just like a, not slice of life. It's kind of shoujo a little bit. So it's a love story.
Yeah.
But it's so fun and it's so funny. So, just, it has a lot of real world applications, I guess.
Cool.
But that's it, man. That's it. That's the show, bro. That's the show. Let's wrap us up, bro.
Damn.
Oh, I'm getting sad.
It is sad.
The pain.
Yeah, you're right. It is getting kind of sad, man. We're not gonna be sitting. Well, I mean, eventually, we'll come back to this. Just a little break.
A little hiatus, man. A little hiatus.
Don't miss us too much now.
Some deserved rest, I guess, from the podcast. But this is a big episode, bro.
It is, man. So
go ahead.
I want to say thank you guys for actually being a part of this journey. This is our first time ever doing a podcast, and it's just crazy how it all started from the idea of making anime clothing at the gym.
I know.
And next thing you know, we're podcasting.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, that was crazy. And then I still remember our first day, just bringing the equipment, setting everything up, and our first episode and how nerve-wracking it was to actually like sit in front of a camera and just talk. So it's what's up, man. I feel like we came a long way. We're gradually getting better every single time. Today was a little bit nerve-wracking too, just because it felt like it's been a while since we sat down and just talked through the camera. And again, it's our last episode for the season, so it is kind of sad. But like I said, we appreciate everything you guys do for us. And we appreciate for every person that follows us, every person that checks up on our feed on Instagram and, hits us up with a like or hits us up with a comment. It is great. It's great to be loved, and we appreciate it. And this is why we did the giveaway, to show you guys that we love you back. You know what I mean? And we just want to continue growing and continue furthering this journey.
Do you want me to read the comment?
Oh, yeah. There's a comment, a new comment. And again, for next season, keep posting comments, man. We love reading them. Reviews. This
is a 5-star review, and I know we're late in the episode, but I definitely want to we might even slot this in the top, bro. So Julia XM says, hooked, 5 stars. I stumbled upon Toonami and I was instantly hooked. Lewis and X's love for anime shines through as they delve into the first 10 years of the iconic Toonami lineup. Listening to them discuss the shows that shaped many of our anime experiences was a delightful trip down memory lane. Even if you're new to anime or didn't grow up in that era, their genuine enthusiasm is infectious and will make you want to explore the classics they talk about. The episode is the perfect blend of nostalgia, knowledge, and fun. Don't miss out on this fantastic journey.
Look at this. I appreciate that. Who was that again?
That was Julia XM.
There you go. Thank you, Julia XM. I appreciate that. Like I said, it's just stuff like that, man. It just makes you want to keep on going.
Right. Really.
Because you never know who's listening, man. You never know who lives we affect, or who, again, make them go through their memory lane and think about old animes that they probably forgot about. Like when you mentioned Bo, I was like, yo, I haven't heard that one in a long. I even forgot about it.
I'm surprised he didn't make the top 10, bro.
I mean, it wasn't that good. It's just something that they used to play. You used to just watch it. You'd be like, what, nose hair? He whipping people with his nose hair, kind of thing. It's funny though. It was funny though. But just things like that, you know what I mean? And it's just, I don't know, man. The anime community is so fucking awesome, and it's just like, and like I always say, our podcast is not about how much do we know, or our knowledge in anime, in the sense we know more than the next anime head, you know what I mean, or we're the know-it-all podcast. It's right. Not like that. We're just two friendly neighborhood animators that love to talk about anime and just do things like this all the time. And this is technically you get a variation of us. This is what we do without the camera, without the microphone. We just talk about anime and you know what's up with our lives and what we're doing and what we're playing
and what we're looking forward to.
And what we're looking forward to, man. You know what I mean? And me and X been friends for a very long time, so it's just been great to just say with one of my oldest friends and just kind of enjoy the ride. And hopefully this becomes even bigger than what we could ever expect, and we can do this as our daily job, because that would be great. Just two friends hanging out and talking anime.
Wilding out, talking anime.
Exactly. Even though my jokes are from the top of the head, and we just found out that X jokes are scripted.
Right. Yeah. Word forward.
But yeah. So like I said, we appreciate everything you guys do for us, and just continue liking, continue sharing, continue doing you guys. Whatever you guys are doing, you guys are great. I can't continue to express that enough. But yeah, X. Anything else you want to say to the people before we sign out?
No.
Nothing from the heart, bro?
From the heart? I mean, you summed it up, bro. Because we're not going anywhere. You could always replay the episodes. They are coming out again, like I said, chopped up a little bit better. So I know this episode went pretty long as well. So if you're listening to the re-release of this episode, you won't hear this part, but tune in next time for scenes from the next episode of the Hyperbolic Podcast.
Season 2 coming soon to your nearest movie theater.
Yeah, right? Near you.
Right? All right, you guys take care now. Deuces.
What do you think, bro?
Good episode, man.
Good episode?
Good episode. Season 1 complete.
Season 1 complete, bro.